And there we go.
We are live!
We are live.
Now, you may have noticed that I was doing this in the thumbnail. Well, we'll probably change the thumbnail because we have got drinks on order from Starbucks and there's some new ones.
There are a couple of new ones that we will try. I ordered a couple of other things as well that we're going to try. So, yeah.
Oh, did you know?
I did.
Okay. So we've got a few things for us to try. Yeah, so how is everybody? We made it to Friday. Stick with us till we get our order, then you'll see what we've ordered. How is everybody been? Did you have a good week? I noticed my tan is fading from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fading.
It's not quite fading. It's just, I think the ring light is just making you look lighter than what you are.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I was going to say.
you do have still a bit of a time.
Charlie, how you been?
Hey, Charlie. I hope you're well.
Go on, hit us with your followers. Doing the drum roll. 380. Well done. It's gone up. It was 376, like something like that before.
Yeah.
Well done. You keep it there. How you been? Have you been out anywhere? Have you been doing your McDonald's as you normally do on a Friday? Not normally do, but sometimes you do it on a Friday.
Yeah.
Touche.
Hey, Touche.
How are you? You well?
Now, Touche has left a couple of messages on YouTube, and I did mean to answer them when I got home, but I haven't had a chance. But I did see your messages, and I know one of them was happy birthday, and I think the other, because she was commenting on our what you call it video, Crystal Palace video.
Oh, the Crystal Palace video. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Touche. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, we thank you very, very much. Talking of which, so just to let you know, with the Crystal Palace one, we've got another one. Hey, Sincott, how are you?
Hey, Sincott.
So a couple of bits of updates for you. So I have finished editing the Hollywood and Vine.
Oh.
So just to let you know, when those of you that saw our live from Hollywood Studios, we said, I think in the live, and I remember it now, we said, oh, we're going to go and eat now in Hollywood and Vine. So it's similar to Crystal Palace, but it's the lunchtime menu. But it is character dining with different characters.
I'll try and link the two. So I'll have a look for the live that we did and link the two to the meal. So it's almost like a carry-on. So if you want to watch that live and then move on to the meal. Yeah.
So Sam, how are you doing? You well? Sam, how are your teeth? I know you've had real problems with the pain, so do let us know. I hope you are feeling much, much better. Do you know what? I was chatting to somebody, a friend of mine this morning. What do you know about tooth pain relief? Just for Sam, but they didn't come up with it. They came up with all the stuff we recommended, which is oil of cloves.
I think rinsing with salt water, and also another home remedy, and it's only things that I've heard of and stuff like that. What you call it? Coconut oil.
Well, the other thing they recommended was Bonjela, but I mean, it doesn't really relieve the tooth pain. It's more for sore gums.
Yeah,
which is in there.
And it's quite. I've heard, and I don't know if this is true. There's quite a lot of sugar in Bonjela.
Well, you can only use it once every few hours. I've used it myself, but it's more for ulcers really than it doesn't work for gums.
It does. I do have a sore gum at the top of my roof behind my teeth, actually.
And another update, just to let you know. So we are, although I'll be carrying on with the Florida edits, and finally trying to launch this new blooming channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this weekend. Going to try and then I'll do a little announcement on our community page. Once I get it, but we have to do a video first in order to upload a video on that channel.
Well, let me bash out with something because I've just finished the other one, so if you want me to have a quick go at that anyway, we're not just discussing it. But so we've got the Hollywood and Vine. So the Hollywood and Vine is another character dining restaurant, different characters, and it's in Hollywood Studios. And then I'll work on the other one, which I'm really excited to show you, which is one called Twosome's Chocolate Emporium. And it's a restaurant where chocolate is the main feature in all the dishes.
Did I tell them what happened? So,
go on.
Because whenever now Chocolate Twosome's Emporium is mentioned, it makes me smile because we went to Chocolate Twosome's Emporium, we ate, or blah blah blah, And Mark went to the toilet. And so when he came out, I said, oh, I'm just going to go to the toilet. So I walked into the toilet and I saw the women's and all of that. So I walked in and I saw this man on his phone, right? But I'm one of these people thinking...
This is how she was explaining it to me. She couldn't get her words out because she was laughing so much.
In my mind, I was thinking... And I was just like... And I was standing there because I just thought, now... Am I going to want to be one of these people that's just going to kick off or whatever? And I just sat in there and then I thought, he was texting on his phone and then he looked up and then I just said, is this the women? So he said no. And I looked down and there was are you right? And I was just like, oh, sorry.
This is how she was explaining it to me, just laughing. And I said, what?
Oh, sorry. And then I just like, do you know what? What makes me laugh about the whole situation, right? It's just something that my mum would do. I've never felt so much like my mum.
Yeah, your mum would do that.
In that one instance.
For sure, your mum would do
that.
it.
I was telling my mum about it, and she was laughing as well because it's just such. So we must have gone to Bath one time. It was for our anniversary, and we went with Mark's parents and stuff. And I wasn't there because I was thinking we would get upstairs getting dressed, and my mum was sitting on the sofa, and she leaned because she thought there was an arm there, and she fell on the floor. But his parents got up; they were so worried.
My dad was trying to help her up.
On Jersey like this, but my mum was sitting there; she was laughing so.
So when Kelly was explaining what happened, she was like this. I said, what? You were in the what?
Lord.
And she's going, I couldn't know what she was. But anyway, I filmed her doing it, so you can see this laugh in the thing. So when I upload that video, you'll see it.
It was just so funny. It was just the funniest thing.
Two said, oh, exciting for the thing. Sam said, oh, my teeth are slightly better, but I sprained my wrist.
Oh no. You're going through the walls, Sam, honestly.
Put some oil of clothes on your wrist and then you can try and...
Don't.
I hope it's okay. Liam!
Hey, Liam.
Oh, hi, Mark and Kelly. I went speed dating. Oh, how did it go?
How was it?
Do you know what, Liam? You're a really, really nice guy. I'd imagine, actually, the fact you'll be very good at, not as a speed dating per se, but your conversation is really interesting. So I imagine that you'd actually get a lot of interest. How did you find it?
So me and my friend, we were single for many, many years. And a friend of mine, she wanted to do this thing where you had different colour straws in your drink to say if you were looking for friendship, you were available and all this. And we were about to walk in and I got really nervous and I was like, I can't do this. I don't think I could do this. And I was too nervous. We didn't end up going.
Oh, I've been, sorry, I'll read some of the other comments. I'm desperately going down to Liam to see what happened. They all laughing at your laugh. They said, Kelly, your laugh is infectious, babe. I couldn't understand what she was saying. She was going,
It was just about that. He was just on his phone. And when I came back, Mark said, oh, he was in there when I was in there. But the fact that he was just on his phone, he was just leaning against the stool.
Yeah, it was the same guy because I'd just gone before Kelly and he was texting, and then you said there's a guy texting. I said, what are you doing in the men's?
See, it was the fact that I walked in and I just thought, I just thought to myself, I didn't know what I was going to do in that instant, right? Because I thought, why is there a man in the women's toilets? And so in my mind, it was, am I going to kick off or what? Like, it's just the wildest thing. Why is there a man in the women's toilets? And then, and then it finally, because it was like a good like 20 seconds. Because normally, if someone walks in, you'd look up normally. But you just carried on. I was just like, just staring at him. And I was like, then I thought in my mind, I swear I saw a W for women. And so I was just like,
to be fair, the toilets were so close to each other, and I've got to be honest, the women's sign was at the corner, but the men's was kind of tucked at the top.
Yeah, and it was protruding. So I thought, oh, this is the women. So, but it was when I saw, it when I looked down and saw the urinal. And I just like, oh, sorry.
Anyway.
I just thought, oh, this is just so my mum. Just so my mum.
But she would come out doing the same thing.
She would. She would come. She would, yeah.
So Liam said, oh, I've been 3 times now. Ooh. I got 1 match this time.
Oh, wow.
Liam.
Wow.
Oh, I'm really happy for you.
Yeah.
That's good. So have you got more lined up, or are you just going to explore the 1 match?
Right.
I
want to know what the outcome's going to be.
Excellent. I've got things.
Going to go on a date.
I'm going to say I've had friends go on speed dating once, but they've never had much luck with it. But,
yeah, I've never known a lot of people to have much luck with speed dating, but I have known people to have luck with online dating. So, like, I've got a few friends who've online dated. They're still with their partners now and stuff. Yeah.
Liam said she's ginger and hungry. Right, we'll have half a dozen.
Right?
Oh, Liam, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I hope it goes really. So she mean from Hungary. I read that completely differently. I thought, oh, awesome. She's ginger and she's hungry. All right. She's from Hungary. Excellent. Oh, really, really good. Funny enough, I used to work with a Hungarian woman. Yes, we're laughing. You could actually put that on your dating tag, like I'm ginger and I'm hungry. Brilliant. Oh, fantastic. Oh, really, really good. Oh, I hope, honestly, Liam, you're such a nice guy. So I really do hope it goes well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no pressure. Few dates. Be a normal, charming self. She's bound to be interested. And then just see how it goes.
But will he be interested in her?
Well, this is the thing, but that's down to Liam. Liam will decide as well.
Exactly.
The world is your oyster. Fantastic. Oh, really, really good. Oh, that's really, really good. And did you feel positive about it?
Mm.
Did you get positive vibes?
Have you sort of set up another date?
That's the thing. There's a lot of questions for asking. Yeah. While Liam is pondering those things as well, Saint Cot as well. She likes ABBA.
Oh, I love
Mamma Mia. Here we go.
I love ABBA. So she's already got a tick in my book. I love ABBA.
So we have also, St. Cot, you'll be pleased to hear, we have booked an afternoon tea. We were thinking, we haven't done one for a while as well. And I know you said you're craving an afternoon tea. So we'll be a bit of a surprise, but we will be doing that this weekend at some point.
It's one that's been on my list.
Ginger single with insatiable appetite. It's a match. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's really, really good news. That's really, really good news.
Very good news.
Put that as your tagline. Ginger insatiable with an appetite. It's a match. No, that's...
I'm hungry and insatiable.
Yeah, well, she's Hungarian, we should say.
That's not what you said.
No, I know. That's from Liam's point there as well. Oh, yeah, you must let us know how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Talking of the ABBA thing, what's the name of the show where you
Voyager.
Voyager, that's it, where you get to see him.
I really want to see it, but so expensive.
Is it?
There's that one. Well, do you know what? That one I don't think is as expensive as the Mamma Mia.
Oh, yeah.
The Mamma Mia is like really expensive. But I would definitely like to do Voyager for sure.
Well, I saw that. So when we went to the O2, they have an ABBA show.
That's the Mamma Mia.
The Mamma Mia one. Yeah, that's what it's about £200.
Yeah, like 250 quid, something like that.
Wow. You're best off going to see it in the West End.
You sit down and you have to but it's an experience.
No, I know, because you're having dinner and then they come round and sing it. But
yeah, I've been to see Mamma Mia on the stage already. But I would definitely like to do Voyager. I think that would be amazing. Yeah, for sure.
Now, if anybody, a lot of people don't know, and I did read this as well. Apparently, for Voyager, the first band they asked was not ABBA. The first band they actually asked to do the Voyager type experience, so basically do the band from when they were in their heyday in the 70s, were actually Led Zeppelin. Zeppelin turned it down, and then they went to ABBA. So it could have been totally no experience. But yeah, if you further down the line take it to see Voyager, that would be fantastic.
I really want to go see Voyager.
It's all giggles tonight. It's great. I'm hungry. Well, we will be doing a little review in a bit, actually. I'm looking out the window because I'm waiting I'm waiting for our little order to come along. So we've ordered from Starbucks.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will come along. But no, Liam, that's really, really good. I do hope it goes well for you because you're a really nice guy. So we do wish you all the best.
For sure,
definitely. Yeah, we will definitely take an interest in that. I hope it goes really, really well for you. God, speed dating. I do like the concept of it. I think that's really, really good because the idea being that I think they were saying that people go on a date. And if it's not going well, you're pretty much committed to that person for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, but I also think, I don't know.
Is that delivery?
Oh.
There's somebody out there.
Yeah. There's no number, so you don't have to.
This guy, the guy who's delivering, you won't be able to see it. This guy's on a push bike. I've never seen that.
But it's not
normally
that far away.
So you are hangry then. I'm hangry. Oh, there it is.
There's somebody at the door.
So we'll be back.
There's somebody at the door. If you're old enough, if you know, you know. Oh, I calm down. It's just like looking again. Like, honestly. So yeah, I don't know how good I would be at speed dating because I think I'd be nervous. And don't get me wrong, while I am a talker, because I am, I don't know if I would have anything to say during the 2 minutes. I'd just be like, hi, so yeah, my name's Kelly, what's your name? And I'd all of a sudden I'd put on a, hi, my name's Kelly, what's your name? Kind of thing. And I think I would just like, yeah, I don't know. It would be almost like a friendly interview, which I suppose is what that is what it is at the end of the day. It's like a friendly interview to see if you match. But I don't think I would come across as... I think it would take me 2 or 3 goes, if that makes sense. Not in the one, but 2 or 3 goes at the actual speed date. So you'd go the one time, you'd be all right. You go the second time, you'd be a bit better. And then when you go the third time, I think you'd be a bit more experienced. And I think that's how it would work for me. Because I think I would be too nervous the first few times, I think. So I don't think the first night for me... talking wise would go very well. I think it would be on the 3rd go, I reckon. Yeah. And then I think I'd be a bit more confident and be able to talk about myself a little bit more and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's how it would go. I don't think I would do very well.
Right, a few more bits.
Did you order? It doesn't matter how much I ordered. Just bring it in here. He says this every single time. How much did you order? Every single time. As if he's not going to eat or drink everything. Oh.
I've got to pay for an expensive afternoon tea.
I paid for this.
Oh. In that case, yeah, that's fine. Well, we're nice when the hungry then. Hey, Lauren, how are you?
Hey, Lauren, I hope you're well.
I can be shy until I know the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel the same.
How are you, Lauren? You okay? Right. So what have we got here?
Let me read out what I got.
So we wanted to show you guys. There's a few good. I'm glad you're well. You're good. Right. We've got a few new drinks we wanted to try.
Okay, so I got a hazelnut brookie.
What's a brookie?
It's a cross between a cookie and a brownie. So they call it a brookie.
A brookie? I have never heard of brookie.
Well, they did have them in the States.
That's what it looks like.
So that's a brookie.
That's a brookie, apparently.
That's the hazelnut cream brookie.
It looks quite good. There we are. All right, okay.
Okay, I also ordered a raspberry and coconut loaf cake. That's the back end of it. The top end of it's got all the cream and stuff.
Oh, right. So it's got cream. You just imagine the top end with the cream.
Yeah. And then, obviously, I've got my caramel frappuccino, umms. That goes without saying. And that it is with whole milk and is caramel frappuccino. And that one is the mango dragon fruit Starbucks refresher.
Oh, didn't they have this in the States?
Yeah.
Ah, they brought it in. Yeah. And what's my one?
And your one is the creme brulee iced brown sugar oat shaken espresso.
There we are. So we go. Sam said, I'm trying Hellman's chili charger sauce for the first time. It's very nice. How hot is it, Sam? Would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? Is it 10 being blow your mind and 1 being very, 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 very mild? Ooh, that sounds right up my street, said Tushi. Which one?
Which one?
Which one, Tush? Lauren said Starbucks are now doing an iced chai tea.
Yes,
I had one about 2 weeks ago. How was it, Lauren? Was it any good? Did you like it? I've not tried that one. Yeah, caramel frappuccino. Any coffee in it?
Yes, it's always coffee based. I don't really rate the cream ones.
So, Lauren, Tush knows you so well. Extra drizzle?
Obs.
The first.
Obs.
Oh, the first one. The first one. The cake. Yeah.
Oh, this is the brookie, the hazelnut cream brookie.
Right. Let's try a little bit of brookie. Queen. Right.
Yes.
Shall we try the drinks first?
Yes.
We're going to try the new drinks first. So,
okay, so this is the mango dragon fruit.
Hey, Kirsty, how are you?
Hey, Kirsty.
How are things? You okay?
I think I have to pop it, right?
Right.
It looks like I have to pop it.
It does look like you have to pop it. Just pull.
Oh.
I would say really hot stuff. So I would say a pleasantly warm. So we're talking about a 6 or a 7, I'm thinking. Oh. Guzzle. So this is the passion fruit one.
Actually, I think you're meant to put the straw in. That's why it's round.
That's why. Yeah, I didn't think you...
I'm like drinking it thinking, this is very difficult to drink.
All right, let me check this out. What's interesting is they have got tiny bits of passion fruit in it. There's no boba balls in there.
No.
But you can see there's tiny little bits of the passion fruit in there.
Or dragon fruit. Even.
Dragon fruit, even.
I'm going to sneeze. Oh.
Is that called it? Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Is that called you the...
Oh, excuse me.
It's quite pleasant. It's not as strong as the American one.
It's not as strong, but I didn't order it with lemonade.
That's why.
Because in the States, they have a lemonade, and I ordered it normal. I didn't order it with the lemonade, so this is just with water.
It's okay. I think it's better with the lemonade. It needs lemonade. Kirsty said, hi, Sam. Hope your tooth is better. Cheers. Here's to Friday. Yes, indeed, guys. So I think that's okay. I think I would definitely get that with it. It's a bit like a squash to me.
Yeah, I feel like it probably... I like it. I would drink it as is. I think there's a right amount of syrup in there. Any more, it'd be too sweet. But I wouldn't hate it if there was lemonade in it.
I would get it again, but I would get lemonade in it.
But it's not your traditional lemonade as in a fizzy lemonade. It's, you know, when they make the lemonade, but the non-fizzy lemonade, that's the lemonade they're talking about.
Here we go. Right. So Lauren has segued me nicely into this. Lauren. So Lauren said, yeah, it was nice. They also have a creme brulee favorite iced coffee, which is exactly what I'm holding, Lauren. So you introduced that very nicely for me.
Let me skip the ads.
Oh, skip the
I
ads.
can skip the ads.
Yay, we can skip the ads. Right. Okay. So this is the creme brulee one. Everyone's saying hello.
Hi.
Lauren said Kirsty Miller and Zara Carmichael. Who are they? Are they actresses?
Are they from Doctors?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. Right, here we go.
I'm just turning on my heated blanket.
Oh, that's quite nice. Try that.
This is the creme brulee.
That's quite pleasant. It doesn't taste like creme brulee, but it's got a very nice...
It's got a creamy coffee taste.
It tastes like that creamy coffee.
Yeah, that's what it tastes of, creamy coffee. But the coffee's quite strong. I'm just looking for the plug to...
So that is quite good. I would get that again, but probably on a very hot day.
I think you can taste the creme brulee, though.
I can't taste creme brulee.
I think but it comes on the back end, so it doesn't come straight away.
It's got a creamy texture, for sure. And I do like the way... I love the way it sort of sits. You get lighter and it gets darker as it goes down.
But I think that's the thing you're meant to mix it at some point. But I don't hate it because, like, sometimes when you get these drinks, they're quite bitter because the coffee's so strong and stuff. But that's quite nice. It's quite pleasant.
Right. So Tush recommended I give it a mix. Yeah. That's why I probably should. All right. Let me give that a quick. Ashbat, you're right. That is stronger.
Yeah.
That is better.
It would be stronger because you're not using a straw and all the coffee's at the bottom.
Yeah. I think you're right. You see, Touche, I needed you to help me there. Touche said, oh, I love squash. Nom nom. Laura said, Jimmy Clay and Paige Popperwell, Scarlett Kiernan, Michael Wharton, and Al Haskey. I'm assuming these are all people. Are they people from Doctors?
I'm assuming the same thing.
Sam said, what is your favourite summer flavour? Mine is elderflower or strawberries. Sam, have you ever tried deep fried elderflower? So the idea is they take the elderflower, put it in batter, and then deep fry it. Apparently, it's supposed to be delicious.
My summer. Do you know what? Let me tell you.
Sorry, let me just answer.
My summer. Sorry, I'm just going to say what my summer go-to drink is. We go to Florida, and any type of colada at Hollywood Studios. So whether it's the watermelon, I don't like the margaritas, but when it's a watermelon colada or a mango colada, I'm here for it. That's my summer drink. I love it.
Iced coffees are my summer drink. I don't drink them in the winter, but I do.
You don't even really drink them in the summer. You stick to your coffee.
I love my coffee. So in answer to your question, Touche, is it caramelly? It's slightly caramelly. Can I finish my review? So it's very much like, it's kind of caramelly. Now I've mixed it, thanks to you, because you did say mix it. It is tasting more creme brulee-like. So it does have a toffee type caramel taste to it. Now I've mixed it.
For me, it tastes more creamy than creme brulee, but you get the creme brulee on the back end. So it comes after, if that makes sense. So it's not as soon as you drink it, it comes after.
That look, exactly. I had to give Kenny the look, just as I'm in a mid-review. Right, okay, shall we try?
Are you talking about his look or my look?
I've seen recipes for elderflower pancakes, but not the deep fried. They sound amazing. I can imagine, actually, the elderflower pancakes would taste good if you just drop the flowers in. So it just gives that taste. Right, do you want to take a little? Oh, it's very squidgy.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to take that?
All right, let me give it a bite.
Bear Sylvester. Is this another one from Doctors? Does it? Oh, yum! I think I like that. Is it very sweet, Kenny? Look at the side eye, lol. Right, here we go.
For me, it's not too sweet.
I'm actually very surprised. I agree with you. I thought it'd be a lot sweeter. And there's chocolate in the middle. There's chocolate on the top. There's nuts on the top.
It's more along the lines, though, of a brownie rather than part cookie, part brownie.
I agree with you.
It's slightly chewy. It doesn't have the crispness of like a normal brownie. You know when it's crisp on the outside and then it's lovely, gooey and chewy. This doesn't have that. So perhaps then, maybe on the air of a cookie. But it is nice.
It is gooey.
Would you say gooey? I would say, it's like I would say more creamy than gooey to me.
See? Would definitely say it's gooey. The only thing is, I mean, we're so used to the States now, that would be about 3 times the size in America. Would you get it again?
No, because I'm not a brownie person.
I would say the same. I think it can't just sometimes when you merge 2 things like a cronut and it tastes really, really good. I think you can't decide which one it is, and I think you're best off going for either a cookie or a.
No, I think if you love chocolate, this is definitely for you. Now, for me, if this was a blondie, I would say I'd go for it.
Really?
Yeah, because I love chocolate. I don't mind chocolate chip cookies. But I'm not a lover of chocolate cake. I'm not a lover of chocolatey things, if that makes sense. But I love chocolate. And so I think for my chocolate lovers out there, this would be for you. The only reason why I wouldn't get it again is because it's quite chocolatey.
Yeah, it is.
And so I would, but if it had been a blondie with that consistency and all of that, I would say, I'm going to get that again. I mean, I like the raspberry white chocolate blondie that they do, which is quite similar to this. But it's not something I would get because it's chocolatey, because I feel like it would make me thirsty.
Yeah.
There's a darker taste to it. It's not rich per se.
Do you think we've got the wrong drinks to accompany it? I think that needs to go with a hot drink, personally.
But I think anything chocolatey needs to go with a hot drink. There isn't, bar chocolate itself, there isn't anything chocolatey, I guess, that I wouldn't have with a hot drink. So if I was going to have a chocolate cake or something like that, the only time I would have something cold with it is if it was a warm chocolate cake and I had a dollop of ice cream.
Talking of cake, we got another one to try. Right. So Lauren said,
good for the chocolate lovers, I feel.
Lauren said, Sid Vare, Luca McIntyre, Rob Hollins. Who's your favourite actor on Doctors? Who's your favourite actor? Yes, two said, oh, it's gooey. Oh, I think if you like gooey cakes, that's for you.
And I think if you warmed it up, that would be a treat right there. If you warmed it up.
I agree, actually. I think that might work.
I think Evelyn, my bestie, she is a real chocolate brownie, chocolate cake, gooey, and same as my cousin as well. And she's very much like that. And I think if you warm that up a little bit, I don't think my cousin, you would need to warm it up. She'd eat it as is. But Evelyn, I think if she warmed it up a little bit, that would be. And do you know what? If they had put that with peanut butter.
Oh, it would work. Yeah. I can see where that's going.
You'd put it with, if they had done a peanut butter one, might have been a different story.
Oh, so Sam said, if I had enough land, I would grow my own food and honey too. That would be so cool. Do you know what, as well, with bees, if you have them next to a meadow, so of course they'll pollinate all the flowers. Yeah. I remember when I went to Italy and in Tuscany, many years ago, they saw, because apparently I didn't realise in Tuscany, it's forbidden to use pesticides. So they actually had loads of honey for sale, and the bees were right next to an orange blossom orchard, and so that's what they was an orangery basically, and the bees would pollinate all these orange blossoms. So of course it would be in the honey. It was, honey was so nice. It was so nice.
I used to have a friend, and I say used to because sadly he passed away during COVID. Or should I say friend colleague. And he used to, he was very much into bees. I think they attended something, sort of like maybe a presentation or a talk on bees and how important they are to our society, to the garden, the world that we live in and stuff like that. And he decided to what you call it, bee, like he decided to become a beekeeper. And he would bring the honey. He didn't like honey. He didn't eat the honey, and he would bring it to work. And then, and people would eat the honey and have the honey. I never tried it myself. But I remember one day when we were still in the old building, and he had gotten stung by a bee. But by this point, obviously, because being a beekeeper, I suppose you would get stung.
Yeah, quite a few times.
And his face was like, now he'd become what you call it, allergic. And his face was out here. I was like, you all right? He goes, yeah, I got stung by a bee and all of that. But it was so interesting how he had just become a beekeeper. Him and his wife, yeah.
I saw that on the plane actually, beekeeper with what's his name, Jason Statham. Not bad. Sam, my husband, sister-in-law, and mother have just got an allotment. They've just started to sell. Oh, fantastic.
Wow.
Do you know what? It must be, my parents do that, and it's so rewarding to grow your own fruit and veg.
Yeah, your parents do, because, they've got the apple tree.
Yeah, that's right. Karen Hollins died. I didn't realise that, Lauren. Oh. Sam said, my grandpa kept bees, but they stung. I'm so bad. One day they almost killed him. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Well, do you know what? I think nowadays, because obviously the protection stuff is quite good. You got all the suits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, get some caramel drizzle on it, babes. That wouldn't put you off then, Sam, getting bees, that your grandfather got stung multiple times. I suppose it wouldn't me. I think, could you just think of the produce you had at the end? Kirsty Miller. Oh, is your favourite, as I met the actress who played her. Oof, warm it up, cheeky. Kirsty said, I would love to keep chickens. They are lovely, friendly birds, plus fresh eggs every day. And my parents used to keep chickens as well. They just said, sadly, unfortunately, because the fox had a lot of them. That's the only thing. That's always the thing, especially when you're in urban... in the country.
So Richard has a couple of followers on his channel, and one of his followers actually keeps chickens. He has a farm. He's in, I can't remember what part of the States he's in, but he has a farm, and he was there was one of the videos that I was watching, and he was counting the eggs because the chickens had produced all of these eggs. But yeah, because he.
Yeah, bless you.
Oh, thank you.
So one of the things they were showing, I was watching a YouTube clip. It's so clever. There was an injured queen bee, and the beekeeper showed it on his YouTube channel. He put the bee on the honeycomb bits, and all the workers get round there and then try to resuscitate her, and then make sure she's okay. Then they kind of walk all around her just to protect her as she walks. It's so incredible how they protect the queen bee. What the bees feed on flavors their honey. It's so cool. That's right. Yeah. You get like lavender honey, honey. It's so clever how it's done. Enjoy. But chickens, actually, I mean, the other thing with chickens is their poop also actually really acts as amazing fertilizer. You can buy it in Wilco's. They call it chicken pellets, which is just their poo basically. And then you put that on your garden. When it rains, it almost like melts into the ground, and it. I
didn't think chickens poo was pellets. I just thought
it's called pellets. It's not. It's obviously they just call it pellets. Oh. It doesn't come out in a perfect pellet.
Well, no, because like some animals do poo pellets, and I was just like, oh, didn't think they did poo pellets.
Lauren said there was a bee stuck on my mum's denim jacket yesterday at the park. Oh God. Wow. It managed to come off. Luckily, she wasn't stung. Well, that's the thing. I know, because some people can get really allergic reactions to stings. Yeah. That and wasps. Lauren said, my sister used to have 3 chickens, but had to get rid of them as she moved. They all had old lady names. Diane! Oh, no, I shouldn't say Diane. Somebody called Diane and go, hey, I'm called Diane.
Right.
No, like I said, my parents had quite a few. And I've noticed that as well. They always make a thing for Burford. Is it Burford eggs? Burford eggs. That's the one that sort of sticky. And I was looking in the supermarket yesterday, actually. I did buy some. Did I buy them?
You must have bought these ones.
Oh, I bought the finest. They're the finest ones. But I should have got the Burford eggs because they were only a little bit more expensive than that.
Oh, these are chestnut marron eggs.
Yeah. That's not for cakes for anybody at work, by the way. Those are expensive, those eggs. Those for omelettes only. Sam said we had chicken ducks and geese on our farm. Mum's favourite ones were called silkies. They had almost fur instead of feathers. Really?
I think my mum went back in Mauritius. They had chickens.
Yeah. They did.
I believe they did. Yeah.
Oh God, I was laughing at Tush's comments because I found a wasp in my bra once. My friend Paul, his wife did that. She's got a real phobia of wasps. Wow. And one got in her top, and she told me. She said, "What?" She goes, "The
Can you imagine like
she stripped off. She said I was so scared, and I've got such a phobia. She just threw. I said I put my top off, of course, in my bra. I was running down the street doing this, and he said one woman came up, love. I'm not gonna touch you. Are you okay? That's what he said to her because she's got such a phobia. She goes, I just immediately just threw it off and was doing this.
And that's the thing. It just reminds me of if you've ever seen Arachnophobia, where the girl, I think the spider drops on her head as she's having a shower. She's like, like this. She's really screaming, and the dad runs in, and he's like, and then the brother walks past the door because the girl's screaming and the dad's there, but the boy thinks that the girl is screaming because the dad is watching her having a shower.
Tush, I hope did you do that just to throw everything off with your phone? Like I said, the lift in Sports Direct Brentford hasn't worked in 9 months. Still not working now. Okay. What type of lift is it, Lauren? Do you know what type of lift it is? Maybe it's because that's one of the older ones they can't get the spare parts for. Do you remember me, myself, and Irene when they're all in the car. I don't
Oh,
remember.
I never watched that.
Jim Carrey's in the car, and then he goes like, "What's that?" And then of course it flicks her on the chin, and then she turns and goes, "Oh my god, what's that?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, like I'm falling for that." And there's actually this tarantula walking up here, and the next thing you know, he pulls the car over and he's throwing everything off. Oh dear. Single and ginger with a wasp in my bra. There you are.
Can you imagine? Oh word, it's crazy. Yeah, just running around the house.
Right, we've got one last cake to try, guys, and this is what one's this?
This is the, what did I say it was? The raspberry coconut.
Raspberry and coconut. Right, let me have a little look.
Raspberry coconut.
Oh yeah.
Raspberry
So all,
coconut.
as you see, all the goodness is on the top. Look, there you go. Off you go. First bite.
Okay, let me just. Oh. Okay.
Off you go. Mmm.
That is really nice.
It's nice. What I will say, if this thing will, damn thing will zoom in, it needs the top with it though. Otherwise, it's just a plain coconut. All right, let me try a little bit at the bottom. I think otherwise it's just a plain coconut cake,
which you would have with a cup of tea.
Mmm. Oh, really good.
Mm. What you would have with a cup of
I
tea.
much prefer that to the other one.
Yeah.
You can see we're quite silent as well. The cream on the top is actually very, very pleasant. So you've got the coconut shards on it, the desiccated coconut, kind of like a coconut buttercream. And is that jam or is that actually a coconut?
That's the raspberry.
That's the raspberry. There you are.
I'm going to try this. I'm going to try making it, yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I'm going to try making it, and I'm not going to use raspberry. I might use a strawberry jam or something. That reminds me a little bit of school cake.
It is. It is. It's got a real. Do you know what? That would be really good with custard. I know you don't like custard, but that'd be really good with custard.
No, it'd be really good with a cup of tea.
I
would thoroughly recommend that for sure.
Sam, I think you could make this one.
Right. Sam probably already does make this.
Yeah, I was going to say actually, because I know
you
do make a coconut cake. Because I remember you were saying that with Zachary that you were making a coconut cake.
I usually make a pineapple. Well, I usually make a pina colada cake. I usually make a pineapple.
If you like
cake.
pina colada, right, Lauren.
is also one of my summer drinks that I would drink.
So at Brentford, the lift is a Coney Eco Disc, second generation, built in 2005. You can still get the parts of the second generation Eco Discs, but maybe they're real expensive, and that's the whole thing. If you can still get parts, and it's back in 2005. Sam said raspberry and coconut go so well together, and still a very affordable cake.
I'm gonna try my hand at it. I may even do that this weekend.
Oh really?
Yeah. I was planning on making a cake, so I may make it with this weekend.
I didn't like that. Oh, good. Right. Two said I felt a tickle. Felt a tickle. This is going back to the wasp. Felt a tickle, went in and pulled out a wasp, screamed, threw it across the room, and ran. Phobia of them now. That's just like my friend's wife with absolute phobia. She's always had a phobia of wasps. And she said when one got in her, like I said, she was just so scared. The first thing, she just threw her. This is in the street.
Yeah, I know, because the thing is, you don't want to laugh, but you would find, that's the sort of thing you would find hilarious. Do you know what I mean? I mean, when we were younger, if somebody fell down when you're young, you think that's hilarious. As you get older, you realise, oh my God, did they really hurt themselves? Are they okay? So you find it obviously less funny. But if you saw somebody who'd taken off their top and running down the street going, you'd think like, what is going on? Is she all right? But it would be a funny scene. It would be a comedy scene in a film for sure.
I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she told me it was a group of firemen. I think they just finished like from a job or something, and she's running towards them. Obviously, go with her bra on like this, and because one of the guys said, "Love, what's wrong?" He was trying to calm her down.
Oh my word! It's like a comedy scene.
But she was running towards them, screaming like this with just her bra. Where are we? Right. Kirsty said it does look like a lovely Madeira style cake. but just with coconut on top. No, it doesn't taste like Madeira cake. It does. There's a lot of coconut in that cake.
There's coconut in the cake, so in the sponge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of coconut, and it's slightly a little bit firmer than a normal sponge, I would say, but only a little bit firmer than a normal sponge.
Right. Let's rate these again, though. So let's do rather than I know you don't like scoring, so let's do it as would you order them again. So let's start with our little drink. Would you order this again?
Yes. I may order it though next time with the lemonade just to compare.
Yeah, I think so. So this is nice. If you like squash, this is for you. This would be very good on a cool day.
Yeah, and I would get a larger size, but I only got it in a small size because I wasn't sure how it would be, and I didn't want to pay for a large size because we had the other drinks as well.
Just be wary. These drinks as well, they are expensive. So I mean, that is about a £5. So it's around about that price.
Yeah, roughly around.
So just be wary, they are pricey for what they are. So if you wanted something a little, the price between the small and the large isn't that much.
Yeah, it's something like 70p.
So you're best off just going for the bigger flavors, which of course is a very good marketing ploy to get you by the bigger
for
things.
sure.
Right, okay, so then I'll go for the oat shake, which I could tell I would have it again because I did enjoy that. That was actually very pleasant.
Yeah, and that was a venti.
Yeah, if you want coconut. Start again. If you want your coffee, but you want it cool, it's too hot, this is definitely one you would have. And it's got a lovely creamy texture to it. Yeah, I think you got me a large. So,
yeah, I did. Yeah.
So, worth getting there. I mean, I won't even do that one because that's your usual.
That's my usual.
Right. What is left of this? So this was the what do you call it?
That's not even going to be there by the time you put it back down.
No. So would you get this one again?
It's a hard one. If I was in the mood for chocolate and I wanted something chocolatey, yeah, I'd get it again. But I would prefer it if they did it in a blondie.
I've got to be honest. I would probably not. I would go for a brownie myself if I wanted one like this. It's okay. It's nice, but there's better ones out there, I think.
The only thing is, I don't feel like Starbucks makes a good brownie, but they do make a good blondie.
And last but no means least is the coconut cake.
Yes, I would get this again.
I would get that again too. I would have it. I think this would be nice with a hot drink.
Yeah.
Rather than a cold drink. Both would be nice with a hot drink.
Yeah.
But this one I would go for, and I wouldn't go for something different. I would go for that.
The thing is, years ago, Starbucks had one supplier, and their supplier, what they used to do, like these mango muffins, and they did these like lemon muffins, and they did lemon drizzle cake, and it was so good. And then they changed suppliers, and now I just feel like Starbucks food is all right. It's a bit meh. I would still always go for their frappuccinos, and they're just not. Food-wise, they're just not as good as they used to.
I told you why that was, wasn't it? So basically, Starbucks have now decided, because it will cost them millions to redo their menu for food-wise, so they decided not to bother. They're not going to do it. They're concentrating on drinks.
But I'm talking about when they, we're talking about years ago.
That's what
now.
I'm saying. This is when they're calling the market.
We're talking about probably 2008. 2010, that sort of time, when they would and I think they might have changed about 2010, something like that. But prior to that, their food was like a lot better, and then roughly around 2010, something like that, they changed suppliers, and I was like, your lemon loaf cakes aren't the same. Yeah, we changed suppliers, and I was just like.
There you go. And their shares dropped. And they said, so what was interesting, I think I bored you guys with this already, but they said the reason why their shares have dropped is because the sales have dropped. And they said the sales have dropped not because people don't want the drinks, it's because they take too long to make. And they said they got young people won't wait. So while they've got people in the queue, and there's about 6 people in front of you wanting frappuccinos that can take up to 7 minutes each to make, they're not going to wait half an hour for their drink. So they'll just go and just go off the menu. So they're losing all these customers. So the chief exec was saying his next task is to try and find a way to make these drinks much faster.
Because the thing is, they used to make it a different way before, and then they changed the way that they made it, and it wasn't as good. It's still good, but it wasn't as good as when they first started doing it, to be fair. And then they changed it, like how they made it. Again, that would have been something like
a while ago. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm just trying to think. We're talking probably 2012, 2015, roughly around that time.
They coined the market at one stage, but now the market is so saturated. There's so many different coffee shops. There's so many, and then that's just chains, not including all the independents. Right, let me catch up. So Lauren said the first generation Eco Disc in Waterstones, Chelmsford, was built in 1998, but it's still working. A bit knackered, but it's still working fine. We haven't been in Waterstones in there for ages.
No, not for ages.
Sam said Monkey loves my coconut cake and he's a fussy boy. You see, I knew he liked your coconut cake. Didn't you tell me he had a real tantrum because he couldn't have more of your cake? Dushev, my first sting from a wasp was at home. Trod on it barefoot. Ooh,
oh,
what a place to get stung.
On the feet. Oh, and my feet are sensitive.
Oh gosh, yeah, I avoid all buzzers because of anaphylaxis. I walk away slowly. I was going to say, so is that any bee or wasp or anything that can potentially sting you?
Yeah.
Could it be the landlord has joined us?
Oh,
it's the brother and sister-in-law.
Landlord. No, not the sister-in-law, just brother-in-law.
No, he said the brother and the sister-in-law. So they're both there.
I see.
The landlord is there. How are you, sir? You well? Jusha, when I was little, I went out into the garden with my little sister to read her a story. Muggins here lay on a red. Oh no! And you led on an ant's nest.
Oh.
Aye. And it's red ant as well. They're the ones with the nasty bite.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's easy to do. The trouble is ants get everywhere. We've had ants' nests here. So I've had it in the front of the house, and there's about 4 of them, 4 different ants nests. I
don't mind them in the back, but in the front, I don't like it.
Well, funny enough, we got a compost bin in the back, and whenever I lift it, there's thousands of ants in there.
I can imagine them being attracted to the compost bin though.
And they're always moving these little eggs. You see them moving the eggs everywhere. Yeah. I mean, the compost. I don't mind the compost bin, but they help turn it into compost.
Yeah.
Where are we? Oh, the landlord is drinking ice rum punch. He said, fist bump with the ice rum punch.
All right.
Are you listening to Ride Them tunes, the landlord? Because I know you like your Ride Them tunes.
Rhythm.
I know, I like call it Ride Them. Lauren said, these lifts are not too expensive. It does depend on the shop's budget. The lift in H&M and River Island, Canterbury, is still the same lift and the same year, and they are still working today. Wow. But you know what, Lauren, though? That probably is the fact. The other one broke down. This one is all dependent on when it breaks. That's when you know how much they're willing to invest and pay.
That's right, because lifts, obviously, as you know, will be expensive to repair.
Where are we? Oh, wait. Sam said, I soak my coconut in milk before adding to the cake mix. It helps keep the cake moist.
Yeah.
Sam, would you ever consider adding condensed milk? I just wonder, would that be too sweet? There is a Turkish or Greek cake where they add, I think it's called milk cake, but obviously the translation of milk cake. And they add condensed milk to it because it makes the cake really, really moist. Interesting. I just wondered if you would consider, or would you consider that too sweet? Sam said, the landlord said that sounds amazing with the moist cake. Sam agrees. Tu said every year ants march through my mum and dad's house. I know my parents had the same thing for years, and it was only until they found out where the nest was. You know, when my mum's they got a downstairs toilet. Yeah. There's a boiler room in there. And what happened is one of the pipes, they had a nest in there.
Oh, wow.
So when they changed the boiler, the builder just cemented it all up. Right. And then they've never had the problem since.
You know, I've never been to a downstairs toilet.
Have you never? Oh, you're missing a treat.
I always go upstairs.
Kirsty said, before I forget, I found the glass Star Wars mug. Oh, you did! It's well, I'm not sure. I took the sticker off. So this is the one Kirsty's referring to. Managed to get hold of it. It's like a frosted glass. I don't know if actually you can put that in the freezer.
I would have thought so.
It doesn't say. It says don't dishwash and don't put in the microwave.
Well, yeah.
But it is glass. But yeah, I think this cost about $20. So you're looking at...
It should say in the instructions inside. You haven't taken the instructions out.
I left it. Where are we? No, it doesn't say. It just says hand wash, don't dishwash.
Yeah.
If you're going to throw it away, who's going to throw this away? Put it in recycling. No, you're not. So you got hold of it. Did you manage to order it? I love this little mug. I've not used it yet because I've got the stickers in it, but I just love the way it looks. I'm so glad you found it. I'm so glad you found it. Sam said, I came home from a horse ride one summer's day and my mum looked at me with a funny look. I was covered in horse lice. Oh no! All over my back, so she hosed me down. Can you imagine that?
Oh God.
All over you like that.
All my worst nightmares and fears rolled into one. But...
Sam said, that milk cake sounds lovely. I wanted to try the famous Russian honey cake. Or what's the honey cake?
Ooh.
Now, I like the cake, but you didn't. So there's a cake shop in London, which Kelly doesn't rate at all, called Elan, which is E-L ampersand and N. So E-L and N. But it's pronounced Elan. And it's one of these stores that's incredibly Instagrammable.
Yeah.
So it's got all roses, pink roses, a wall on the wall, all of that. But their cakes, sorry, Elan, their cakes are bang average. We ate quite a few of them for a review. We did this review about 2-3 years ago. Actually, just after the pandemic, we did it. We went to the King's Cross one.
Yeah.
But the one cake they did I thought was really good was the honey cake. I thought theirs was really good.
Don't get me wrong, but this is the thing, right? You go to these places and the cakes look amazing. And then it's just like, meh. Now, so me and a colleague today, we were actually talking about donuts. And like, if you ever go to Donatelier, it changed your life. And I was just saying to her, like the bread ahead donut, the donut dough is so good.
Yes.
And Donatelier, I mean, don't get me wrong, the actual donuts aren't bad. They're really good. But the filling inside is amazing.
Oh, Simcott, did you ever get to Donatelier when you were in London? I know you came down in February. I don't know if you ever got a chance to go. I think I probably did ask you, and I can't remember if you got the chance to go.
If anybody is in London, go to Charing Cross Road, Donatelier. I cannot recommend it thoroughly enough. It's one of the best donuts you'll ever taste, for sure.
Touche. Sam, I feel a little more connected to you after that story. What, the lice story?
The lice.
Sam said, oh, I love baking so much. You must have a whole array of cake. Do you do what Kelly does? So Kelly collects all her favourite recipes into one folder, don't you?
Yeah, I adjust. So basically, if I find a recipe that I like, but I think, oh, do you know what? It would be better with this or it would be better with that. I put it on, I sort of put it on Word, change it to my specifications that I want to try and then print it out. And then if I like it, I keep it in the folder.
Juice said it was a lovely evening here in Gloucester. Is it in London? Lauren said it's gone cloudy here in East London. It's cloudy here in Southeast London.
Well, it's a little bit overcast, but it is at 7:30.
No, I know, but it has been. It's been like that. It was sunny for about an hour.
No, not where I was. It was sunny all day.
Oh, really? No, it wasn't here.
It was sunny all day.
It wasn't here.
And I didn't even have to go out in my. So I brought a zip-up hoodie. And I just left it at work. I was able to just walk home, and it was fine. Yeah.
So the answer to the question is, well, you see, as Touche said, there's always the sun in Gloucester. Always
I don't know
the
this
sun
song.
in Gloucester. You do. Always the sun by you do know this song by the Stranglers.
No, the only song that I can hear in my head is. Here comes the
No, that's not right. Guys, don't worry. I will play it to Kelly after the line. No, it's not that one.
It's all right.
Where are we? Where are we? Oh, Berry. It's lovely and sunny here in Gloucester. I'm glad it is. It's always lovely in the West Country. Sam said, oh, it's called a Medovik. It's a traditional 8-layered honey cake from Russia.
Hang on a second. It's not always sunny because every time I've been there, it's rained.
Well, that's because you go in the.
I've only been there once and it's been sunny.
Yeah.
Once.
That's because we keep going in the winter.
No, we've been during the summer and it's raining all the time.
No, it's in your head. Medovik. Is it? Have I pronounced that right? Medovik is a traditional 8-layered honey cake from Russia.
So the person I was talking to today, she was saying honey cake, and she was saying, oh, it's this and it's this, and she goes, but in between. So, but she was talking about it as if it was from Turkey. So I don't know if Turkey do something similar and they call it honey cake. And she said, oh, it's layer, and then it's a layer of something else, and then a layer, and then a layer of whatever it is, and then a layer. And then she goes, but on the top, there's no cream. And when she went to one place and they said it was honey cake, she was like, I don't think that's honey cake. Because it had a thick bit of cream on it or something. And yeah, but it was Cafe Concerto that she went to that was claiming that it was honey cake. And like Cafe Concerto, if you've ever been, for me, and apologies to anyone that rates it, but I think it's meh.
Oh, I've not eaten there.
You have.
Have I?
And you didn't like it, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So apparently I didn't like it. I don't even remember it. Well, it couldn't have been that good if I don't remember it. Where are we? Oh, Lauren said that video will be before I found your channel. Yeah, I think it probably would have been actually. It's going to be sunny tomorrow though, says Lauren. Well, I hope so. Lauren, have you been to Elan, the cake shop? I don't know if you've ever been to. You've probably seen it on your travels.
Yeah, you would have seen it.
But I don't know if you've ever been. Tesco Meal Deals.
Hey, Tesco Meal Deals. Hope you're well.
How are you? You good? Sam said, oh, St. Petersburg in the snow-eating honey cake on horse-drawn carriage would be a dream.
Wow.
I saw Paul Hollywood do it. Yes, please. Oh, yes, I did see Paul Hollywood's bake thing, wasn't it? Where he was going around all different countries. I also saw it when the Hairy Bikers, they went to St. Petersburg and they were doing baking over there. St. Cott said, oh, I did not get to go, unfortunately, but hope to go when I'm next in the London office. Or we hope we do get to go. I hope you do, because that is definitely our recommendation.
It'll change your life, promise you. That and the duck burger.
Oh yeah.
Go to South Bank. Go to South Bank, and it's on the back end of South Bank. So if you were approaching South Bank, let's say opposite Big Ben, it's not that end. You have to go up the steps and down the steps, and it's on the back end. So it's on the end that you can't see. And there's a whole load of stores there. Try it. Go to the Frenchie. Try it. It will change your life. I promise you.
Oh my God, you're really selling this, Jim. So, St. Cott's going to be expecting life-changing food.
This will change your life.
Life-changing food.
I promise you.
Wow. So, St. Cott, sorry if we big this up massively, but
no, you could never. Trust me. So there used to be. So there was one food market it used to be at, and my cousin said, "Oh yeah, let's go get that duck burger," because she had tried it as well and she loved it. And they weren't at that market anymore, and they had gone to another market, and it was one that we couldn't get to. And then somebody said, oh yeah, they're at South Bank or whatever. And then I went to South Bank, and then I couldn't find it, and I was really upset. And then I had to watch another YouTuber to sort of find out whereabouts it was, and it was on the back end, and I didn't know. And then I found it, and then brought the nephew.
Oh, he loved it.
And yeah, because I'm not wrong.
He loved it. His reaction was this. He took a bite and went, oh my God. I said, is it good? He went, oh, wow. So, I mean, I don't eat duck, but he absolutely loved it. He absolutely loved it. And they also do duck fat fries. So they pre-cook the chips already. They just finish them off in duck fat.
Like, do you know what? I'm not impressed with these, beef dripping chips and these beef dripping roast potatoes and all. I'm not impressed with any of that. But if you tell me honey roast potatoes,
that don't impress me much.
But yeah, I'm not impressed with all of these duck fat fries, these duck fat potatoes, these beef dripping potato business. No, them like.
Laura, that's such a West Country, though, wasn't Laura? Sorry, it was Touche. That's such a West Country thing. It's Gurt Lush, my lover. Gurt Lush. I used to have a friend who, when I was back in the West Country, goes, oh, Mark, that's bloody Gurt Lush, that is. That's bloody Gurt Lush. Or nectar, that's bloody nectar, that is. Lauren said, I go to Southeast London sometimes, mostly go to Greenwich. Oh, we like Greenwich.
Yeah.
Is there a particular place you recommend in Greenwich, Lauren? if we go to Greenwich, I've got to be honest, it's mainly sort of O2 way.
O2 way rather than actual in Greenwich. But whenever you drive there, you can't find any parking, and when you do, it's extortionate.
Yeah. Hey, Tesco Mildil says Touche. Sam says sounds like Greek baklava. Oh, I love baklava. I love baklava. You've got to have good one, but definitely.
So we went to a Turkish restaurant today for lunch, and one of the girls, she got the baklava, and it looked nice, but the best one we had was when we went to that fish place.
Oh yeah,
it
restaurant.
was right. So this was a good few years ago now.
I think this was a Turkish restaurant.
It might have been. It was a good few years ago, and they were doing 3 pieces for £5, and we just thought, what? It was so expensive, but obviously this was a while ago. Now that would be normal price. Although today they were charging £8 for 3 pieces. 3
oh my God.
She goes, oh yeah, there's a portion. I was like, £8. Yeah. They were quite sizable though. But the best one we ever tasted was the one that was a few years ago. I mean, I love baklava. I think it's lovely.
Or balaclava, as I used to call it. Evening, hello.
Hey.
How are you? Lawrence, no, you probably haven't seen Elan. Probably, but seen it. So you haven't been, but you've seen it. You probably would have done if I pointed it out to you. Go, oh yeah, I've seen that. Hey, Evelyn says Touche. Lawrence said, how I find your channel was via YouTube scrolling. I watched the video, and up next was your live, so I randomly joined. And we are so glad you did.
We are so glad you did. We're so glad you all join us. Like, yeah.
Sincott said, I trust your reviews, but I really want to try Humble Crumble as well. Now, the sad thing is, we've reviewed Humble Crumble 3 times, and for various reasons, we've only got to put the video up once, so we must do it again.
I will tell you here and now, go to Humble Crumble, and I know everybody loves hot custard, and blah, 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 I'm not a lover of it. Frozen custard on my hot crumble. It's too good.
It's very good.
It is.
They do seasonal ones. The one I really did like actually was round. If you do get to do it and you go round autumn time, go for the pumpkin spice one because that's really, really good. But if you're there during the summer, they do one with strawberry. I hope they do it again this year. That was delicious.
That was okay. I think they did a cherry one. I don't like the sour cherry one, but they did a normal cherry one. That one was quite nice. But yeah. Or traditional apple crumble.
It's lovely to have you, Lauren. Big up the MK family. Yes, it is. Big love to you all. Definitely, guys. No, we always do are very, very appreciative of you.
Yeah, we are our for sure.
Channel. Who said roast potatoes? Where? I know you love them. Thanks to you, she said, Lauren. Sam said, "Oh, proper ransom is what we say in Cornwall." Yeah, proper ransom, like But you must say "gurt" as well. I know that's a real West Country thing. Or do you not in Cornwall? Maybe you don't. Two said, Kelly, hubby has started doing honey roast potatoes. They're so good. I've also done some bacon roast potatoes too.
Now, bacon roast potatoes, I can get on board with that. Bacon roast, honey roast potatoes. Like my mum's been doing honey roast potatoes for years. But you know the other type of potatoes are smashed potatoes. Smashed potatoes are really, really nice.
Explain to people what smashed potatoes are in case anyone doesn't know.
So basically, you boil up baby potatoes. And then you squash them down so they're a little bit crushed. And then you brush them with, I like to brush them with garlic butter. You don't have to. You can just put normal butter or drizzle oil. That's fine. Salt. And you can do it like that. Or you can put mozzarella cheese on it. Pop that in the oven.
You'll see actually, in fact, when we come to do the next video, I'll do a little spoiler. Is we tried olive smashed potatoes. So they had olive oils in the potato. That was really, really good. You'll see it when we do our vid. Where are we? Lauren said, no, not really. I've been to Greenwich O2 a lot and Greenwich Town. Do you have a favourite place in the O2, Lauren? Would like to try Humble Crumble too. Yeah, guys, we definitely recommend Humble Crumble. We must do a vid on Humble Crumble.
Yeah, we will.
Because we keep doing it and then we don't upload it.
Yeah, no, we will, for sure.
Oh, even said, I've got my suitcase out. I just need to start packing. Somebody's on holiday.
Somebody's going away.
Somebody might be taking the ocean. Look, wow. Oh, Evelyn, I know it's soon. You even forgot you were going.
I had to remind her. She's like, oh, yeah.
I'm on holiday. Oh, yeah, cool. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you really do enjoy. Lauren said, tomorrow I'm going somewhere where I haven't been for like 2 years. Are you looking forward to it? Is it London based or is it somewhere outside? You don't have to say exactly where, but if it's London or if it's outside of London. Two said, oof, food filth. Ooh. All right then, guys, this is one for you. What is your real guilty pleasure? If someone said, describe your absolute ultimate filthy food that you would have. That's that one thing that makes you feel almost guilty for having it. It's so decadent. What would it be?
My goodness.
What would you have? Would it be, like you say, the bacon roast potatoes? So it doesn't have to be something you make yourself. It can be something you order from a restaurant. So if you have like a massive treble stack burger with extra cheese and stuff like that, it doesn't have to be.
But sometimes I've seen some people have done burgers, right? And it's a case of two things. Either they look, oh my God, or oh my God, that's just a heart attack. I'd love to eat it, and I feel like my 20-year-old self would love, would still be able to process that but now that you're older and you're looking at that burger and it's full of the grease and all of this, and you can get, is that going to repeat on me? Is that going to be blah, blah, blah? And it's just such an old person now. So it's like, my body wouldn't be able to process that. What type of oil is it being cooked in, kind of thing? Because now that's what I have to think about. So if I'm going to eat something, I have to think, what type of oil is it being cooked in? Is that going to... Because we had something on holiday.
We haven't told what your food is. What is your...
You know what I do love, but I don't know if I would choose it over anything, but it has to be really good, is pizza loaded fries.
That would be your thing.
I love pizza loaded fries.
So mine would be the decadent food would have to be anything coated in cheese. Oh. That's that comfort. So you guys may have seen or anything. So me, I would go for quantity would be my decadent thing. So like a buffet. But you saw when I did the Crystal Palace, the play, they had those cheesy potatoes. That would be my decadent thing. That it was almost equal ratios to potato to cheese. There was so much cheese in there.
Yeah.
But that was that anything like that. So really heavily laden with cheese. That would be my ultimate thing.
Yeah. I can see that.
Potatoes, they grow in the ground. When you dig them up, they're muddy and brown. And round potatoes, delicious mash, but they don't taste so good if they've been bashed. Potatoes, steam in their jackets. Potatoes, fresh in their packets. Potatoes can be made into chips. Potatoes are best when they're crisps. That's a sound. That was really good. Was that your poem?
I've never heard it. Yeah.
That's really, really good. Lauren said, she's going to Essex. Nice little place near the coast with little cafes and pubs. Nice. My carer lives there, so I probably don't want to say. No, that's fine.
No. You don't have to say. You don't ever have to reveal anything on any channel or any live or any internet.
We hope you have a wonderful time. We hope it's really, really good. And get some nice stuff from the cafe. Kirsty said, toasted muffins, smashed avocado, poached eggs. I could eat until I pop. Game over.
Do you know what? My brother would eat that.
But that's a very healthy guilt food, that one. Muffins, avocado, poached egg. Would you do the like eggs Florentine or eggs Benedict? Would you have a layer of smoked salmon or ham in that?
I think my brother probably would go for smoked salmon.
But I wonder if Kirsty was, or is it just au natural? And when you do your smashed avocado, Kirsty, I'm just wondering, do you put lots of oil in that as well, just to mash it up, or butter? Or do you just have it au natural, just mashed with perhaps a little bit of seasoning? Just interested. Because when I do mine, I tend to put a little bit of olive oil in it just to make it more pliable.
He does it the way that I showed him how to do it.
Oh, please. I improved
I don't see you denying it.
I improved it.
Please.
Tush said, at the moment, I'm obsessed with a curtain chicken and veg soup with homemade mash in it, with bacon-flavoured breadcrumbs on top. Oh, pure filth. So what's curtain chicken?
I've never heard of curtain chicken. Does that just mean the chicken's been split?
Oh yeah, is it like spatchcock where they just obviously put the whole thing out, they cut it in the middle and then open the whole thing out?
But or when you butterfly it.
Yeah, that's spatchcock.
So no, not the whole chicken, but like you said, breast, and then you butterfly the breast or something like that.
Is it what is a curtain chicken? But that sounds like that's real comfort food. So when we were what I got into when we were in the States is Starbucks in America do a special. It's a grilled cheese, toasted sarnie, and tomato soup. And we had that in the Sugar Factory. So it was really good.
He had been going on at me, going, "Oh, I really want to try this tomato soup and grilled cheese, blah blah blah." And then on the last day, on our very last day, which you'll see us at Icon Park, we go and try a place, and it was on my list. It was Sugar Factory, and we had. But it is. I feel like in Sugar Factory, the general menu is quite expensive.
Yeah.
I would like to try the general menu though, but I'm going to try that earlier in the holiday rather than doing it sort of. So anyway, we had the lunchtime special, and it was half a sandwich. Now tell me this: how come when Mark ordered the lunchtime special, he ordered grilled cheese? It came as a full sandwich. I ordered the chicken sandwich, and it comes as half a burger.
I'll tell you exactly why, because it said.
And it said half.
It said half on yours. It didn't on mine. That's why
I'm just like.
I don't understand the half sandwich. Why would you want a? Well, can I just have the whole? What do you do with the other half?
It was just like, oh, anyway, it was good, but it wasn't. And that we had fries, and the fries were like $11. The fries were nice, but they weren't $11 nice. But they were nice. But $11?
$11 for fries, I think, is a lot of money. That's about £9 for chips. Sam said no.
£9 for fries.
No, it wasn't my poem, I'm afraid. Oh, but you should tell people. I would have believed you. Lauren said, I'll be posting on Instagram stories about it tomorrow, but won't be doing the food though. Oh, any decent lifts there you could potentially do some vids on, or the dryers as well? I know you've got to film those as well. Just be interested. There's one there actually that you'd like to film. Sam said, spuds grown in the mud. Put it in my tummy, yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, that's one of mine. I do like that one. Douche said, PMs just can't spell. But all right, so it's certain chicken and veg soup, right? But going to call it curtain soup from now on.
Yeah, from now on, curtain chicken.
What I thought?
Curtain chicken soup.
What is curtain chicken soup? I thought I've never heard of that. Is that spatchcock? You've got your finest curtain chicken, please. Right, certain chicken. So it has to be a particular brand.
Right.
Is that? Do you go for a certain restaurant one, or is that? Have you got an ideal brand that you have?
Or is it a homemade one?
Oh yeah, it could be a homemade one.
Yeah, like a certain, and certain sometimes does mean homemade.
There's no list unfortunately, but there are hand dryers, right? So that might be maybe, possibly one you might film.
But yeah, I love things like pizza fries, or chili cheese fries. But I want my cheese melted.
Yes, we know.
I don't want you to put grated cheese on. It's not melted. I've seen people doing jacket potatoes and then they're putting the sprinkled cheese. These, when you go to these trucks and you've not melted. No, I'm not buying it from you. I'm sorry.
Well, that's the big thing now is jacket potato. That's got all the rage.
I know. I love a jacket potato.
See, that's fine.
I don't. You eat it when I make it.
No, I do, but it's not something I go to. If it's on if I was at a menu of a restaurant, and
no, you wouldn't order jacket potato.
There's loads of choices. I wouldn't order it.
No, but if there was a stall and I was going past and I was quickly popping out for lunch, I would choose a jacket potato.
No, I wouldn't.
I would choose jacket potato.
I find it very. Do you know what I think it is? When I used to go to lunch with my friend Paul for quite a long time, we used to have a jacket potato each and every time. I think I got so sick of them, I kind of stopped eating them.
There was a woman. So I used to work on Gray's Inn Road many, many years ago. And there was a woman who had a shop. It was just a plain storefront. And she would do jacket potato and you could choose your toppings. The queue that woman, if you did not get there early, you were standing in that queue. And luckily, we worked directly across the road. And I'd get beans, cheese, bacon. Oh, and she would melt the cheese. And yeah.
Sam said I've been topping my fries with onion granules. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And chives, a low-fat option with no cheese, but still very tasty. Do you ever do the because sometimes we buy the what they call the dried onions, what they called?
Oh, crispy onions.
Crispy onions. That's amazing. But I've never tried it with onion granules. That'd be interesting. And chives. Are you ever tempted to go cheese and onion granules and chives?
Yes.
That's
how I would do it.
Oh, Tu said it's shop bought chicken soup. Don't remember the name. Comes in a carton, fresh chili soup. It might be the Covent Garden
one. I was going to say, yeah.
The Covent Garden one is really, really good. That's the one that comes in it looks like a milk carton. Yeah. But that's the one that comes in the carton. There are a few others that come in carton, of course. But that's the one that springs to mind. Again, when I used to go to work,
You used to get Covent Garden soup
every day.
Yeah.
Every day, because the local supermarket to where I worked, they'd always have a special on Covent Garden soup, so I'd always get those. Evening said, I love jacket potato with melted cheese, topped with tuna mayo and sweet corn.
Oh no, you lost me at the tuna.
Oh, you're tuna melt is amazing. You're just wrong. Evelyn, there's a new just to let Evelyn know. There is a new Subway sandwich. I don't know if this would interest you, but it's actually called the tater. I think it's called the tater mayo.
Does not interest me.
So I'm not talking to you.
I'm just saying.
And so basically, what they've done is they put tiny little hash browns in the thing. So that's the potato part, and then they put in it as well. They put the tuna mayo in as well, and some sweet corn. Now I've had that. That was really good. I really did like it. So it's called I think it's called the Teo Mayo. I might be wrong. The Tater Mayo. I might be wrong. It's called something like that. But give it a try. Cheese is always an option, said Sam. Cheese is always an option. Kirsty said, Mark Kelly, I cannot cook. I just assemble the ingredients. I just add seasoning and lemon to my avocado, but love hollandaise sauce. Ex Florentine food is food heaven. If you put it, assembling counts as cooking.
I can't imagine that you can't cook. I reckon you can do little things. And to be fair, even like my mum and my brother don't really eat my cooking. So everybody else will, but my mum and my brother are very
Yeah, Dean.
And Dean would if I've made something and it looks interesting. So if I do salmon like roast, Dean will try it. And my mum will eat it, she will devour it. If I do like a pasta, my mum will also eat that. But I'm not good at doing roasting because I don't have a family, so other than Mark of Obs. So I don't tend to do roasts and stuff like that because Mark's pescatarian. So I only tend to do things like steaks or lamb chops or something like that. So I can't cook joints of meat, unfortunately. But I do a very good pork belly.
You've seen Kelly do the pork belly in the air fryer. So that's it. Kirsty, never undersell yourself. Assembling
in the air. Listen,
assembling counts as cooking.
Yeah, grab if you like pork. M&S do a nice salt and peppered pork belly. Grab that, bung it in the air fryer if you have one. Boom.
Sam said warm tin tuna smell is so disgusting. Do you know what? One of my favorite pizzas, Sam, is seafood. I love seafood pizzas. Kelly will tell you. Love seafood, but it really irritates me. When I order seafood pizza, I'm expecting mussels or calamari. Maybe sometimes they'll put fish sticks on it, which I don't mind so much. But that's what I expect seafood. What irritates me is when they say seafood and it's tin tuna on it.
I will tell you here and now, you ain't getting no speciality thing pizza for the price of a pizza. You're not getting speciality I don't know, seafood.
The one I used to go for normally, that was really nice. I really like that one. Cooking a huge joint of meat is so much fun, Kelly, said Sam. You could always portion it and then freeze it for future Sunday roasts.
I know, but like I just feel I'm not really about freezing food. I do have one thing that I've cooked, which is in the freezer for one day when I defrost it, which is so I make shepherd's pie. my stepdad used to make shepherd's pie, and so he showed me like so one time he showed me how to make it, because if there's one thing that he did when he made shepherd's pie, everyone came to the house. When he made shepherd's pie, everyone.
What was so good about a shepherd's pie?
I don't know. It was salty, it's peppery, sweet corn, onions. Just it was just very, very good. And so, like, he showed me how to make it and stuff. And I did make a batch. I overdid the mince a little bit, so it's a little bit more chewy than it should be, because obviously you par cook it, and I almost cooked it all the way through, almost. And so, obviously, when you bung it then in the oven with the potato on top, it's overcooked. But and so I had lots of minced meat left over in the gravy and stuff. So I've popped that in the freezer, and I'm going to take it out soon. And then all I have to do is the mash, and then put the mash on top. Let it defrost, put the mash on top.
There you go.
Put that in the oven.
Bing. I know what you're saying, Sam. I think for Kelly, because I suppose it would make it a lot better for you if I was a meat eater. If
Mark was a meat eater, there'd be no food left in the house, and I'd be so mad. Sam
said roast meat freezes well in its own gravy or sauce.
Yeah, my mum freezes a lot of stuff. Yeah, she freezes a lot of things in the gravy and stuff. The only thing that I've frozen is the mince. So the mince is already in its juices and stuff like that. I just have to take it out, defrost it, do mash. And mash doesn't take too long to do, and then just top it and.
Well, Kelly and I went through this phase several years ago, where we would do on a Sunday, we would joint cook a roast.
Yeah.
But we stopped it because it took so long.
But that's the roast in general. It takes a long time. What do you think your mum was doing all the years?
I know. And I always appreciate Mum. I so appreciate it now because now I've done it. I thought it just takes too long.
And but your mum on her own.
Yeah. It just takes far too long.
Do you think it? I mean, that's what people do. That's the Mark's like, so. But that's what families do. A family would just cook a meal, and that and normally it's just one person.
Yeah, I was going to say it's too much effort. I think I'll just go to the carvery. It's just so much easier, and then you can grab it, and then you don't no washing up at the end of it.
Tush's thinking, yeah,
you hear me, Tush?
Tush's thinking, yeah.
Sam said, I freeze roast leftovers, so I've got meals for when I'm poorly. I do the same with spag bowl and cottage pie. That's actually a really good idea. I think there's nothing worse when I get in from work and I'm really, really tired. I cannot be bothered to cook.
Yeah.
Just to be able to put something on that's not ultra processed is a really good idea.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I've been looking at a lot of meal prep programs, but I'm not one of the. Do you know what? I don't love cooking. I can cook, but I don't love it. Like my sister-in-law, she'll cook all morning, and I'm just thinking, I just do not have that want to get up early to start cooking.
Lauren says Sunday is supposed to rain, and maybe all next week. Oh God, there goes our summer.
There you go.
It's quite sad actually, because you just see your summer just ticking away. Is it just rain?
You've had a lovely 2 weeks.
I know, but I'm talking about this country.
I know, but you've had a lovely 2 weeks.
I had a wonderful 2 weeks. Sun.
Yeah.
I actually got to see it.
Yeah.
I remember one year, this is many, many years ago, Kelly and I went to Las Vegas. And as we were walking down, one of the guys, they always get these little stalls that they'll stop you and ask you if you want assistance or anything. They said, where are you guys from? We said London. They said, do you see that up there, the sun? You may not know what that is. That's the sun. It was quite funny.
Over the winter period, it rained quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And it was still raining lots. And if there's one thing I can't stand, it's rain. I really can't stand
I don't mind it now and again, but when it's constant, like day after day after day after day.
You have to get your umbrella, you have to get this. For some unknown reason, the UK can't deal with rain. Everything comes to a standstill.
Yeah.
And the amount of weather, the amount that the weather varies in this country, and we still can't cope with it. The transport can't cope with it. And nobody can cope with the weather.
No.
And it's just it shocks me each and every time there's problems with transport. There's a problem. The tracks are too hot. The tracks are too cold. The signal, a tree has fallen on on the line. There's leaves on the line. And I'm just like, what century are we living in?
Sam said, I love cooking. I am, however, not opposed to having what I call a kitchen helper, i.e. a pot washer. Exactly. Well, I think that's a fair deal. If you do the cooking, someone else can do the washing up. I think that's a fair deal.
I feel, I don't love cooking. I don't mind it, but sometimes I'd rather just bung something in the oven. But sometimes when I'm in the mood to cook, and like I'll do whatever, and I'm sitting there, and I'm enjoying it. I'm thinking, yeah.
Anyway, guys, on that note, it's gone 8.
Oh my God!
There you are. You see. So I think we will leave the live there.
I didn't even think. Oh my
God! You see,
word.
it's because you're having fun.
Wow.
But as always, guys, thank you so much for joining us on our live. We really do appreciate all the comments, and we have really good, especially you cracking up at the beginning about the. Being in the men's toilets.
Like even now, I just think about it, and I was telling my mum about it, and when I was like my mum was laughing, and I said, "Mums, I've never felt so much like you in my life." And she goes, "You see, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree."
I know, I've got to be wary of that. Anyway, guys, as I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Yes, you too, Sam. Have a really good one, whatever you guys get up to. We will be doing a little bit more filming. We've got an afternoon tea planned, which will be going up on the video, hopefully, all things being well. Like I say, have a fantastic weekend. Do enjoy. Do take care. And as I say, big thank you to from Kelly and I for all your comments and for all your support. And it is a 3-day weekend, people. A 3-day weekend. If you are in the UK, actually, in fact, it is in the US as well. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is. It is. I'm thinking, is it Memorial Day? Our American friends, do correct us if I'm wrong. Play Kelly Always the Sun. Yes, I'm going to do that now because she should know it. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that one. And I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all your comments and stuff like that. And you know, if you do watch us, you know, after or during, and you're sitting in the background and you haven't subscribed already, please do. Right, let's grow this family. Anyway, I'm going to get YouTube ready so I remember to show Kelly this song. Right, guys, as always, look after yourselves. Do take care, and we will hopefully see you 6:30 Tuesday. And also, please watch out for the next instalment of our eating extravaganza in Florida. Yeah, because the next one is Hollywood and Vine, you say? Yeah. Hollywood and Vine. Well, you've got to watch it to make sure I haven't made any mistakes. But yeah, and that will be up, hopefully, all things well, on Sunday. Yeah. Until then, guys, as I say, look after yourselves, take care. Remember, you're never too old to have fun, and we will hopefully see you on Tuesday. And don't forget to melt my cheese. And get the right toilet. So see you then. Right toilet? Men's toilet. See you then. Bye, guys. Bye.